this is your March 2019 general reading. I hope you are well. I've been trying for the past 25 minutes trying to find the right lighting in here, but I just can't seem to find a happy medium. It just is what it is. So the most important thing is that you're able to see the cards okay. So here is your reading. This is for Virgo rising, sun, or moon for March 2019. As usual, I'm using the spiral deck for your basic layout, and for your clarifiers this month, I'm using this amazing oracle deck called the Enchanted Map Oracle, and I absolutely adore these cards. I recently got them, and I just have fallen in love with these, so we'll see. Here we go. I'm going to show you your cards. Okay, so for your central experience for March, oh yeah, this is a lot better with being able to see the cards. You have Justice. Your challenge in March, and keep in mind a challenge is just a challenge. It's not stopping you or is going to do anything bad. It's just a challenge. You have the King of Pentacles. What is helping you is the Magician. At the root of your being, or the core of your being, you have the Queen of Pentacles. In the recent past, or what you're coming away from, you have the Fool. This is odd, but with the clarifiers, this makes more sense. Your best possible outcome is the Three of Swords. I can't remember if you got this last month or not. It seems familiar for you for some reason. Coming up for you, or in the near future, you have the Queen of Wands. You have 3 court cards in here. You have some people around you this month. So you right now are the Seven of Swords. In your surroundings, you have the Chariot. Your hope is the Six of Swords. And your general outcome is Strength. So I'm not going to cheat you on your reading at all, but I am going to try to be as efficient as possible because my little Virgo daughter is about to get off the school bus in a half an hour. So chances are she'll probably come home while I'm still doing this, but I'm going to try to be efficient about this. Okay. Your central experience for March is Justice, and with a card that is called Wishing Well. And it's interesting. There's a mask floating in the air above the Wishing Well, and the woman's looking at it. So I'm getting something really specific. I'm getting that you have done good. You have done really good. You've done good by your own personal morals or ethics on how people should be treated or how you should treat others, or basically you have completely understood that saying, what you put out, you get back. You have been fair, dealt with people fairly, thought fairly, focused on fairness. You have done your best to make sure that you are balanced in how you handle your life, yourself, others. You have done well by your morals or ethics, or your sense of right and wrong, let's put it that way. Or what you put out, you get back. Or don't treat others in any way you wouldn't want to be treated yourself, and so on. You know what I'm saying. Because you have, and not to say that you're perfect and you haven't made mistakes, or there may have been times where you could have done things better, but the basic gist of what I'm getting is that you have done extremely well. You have done well by your personal ethics. And you may have even found yourself in situations where you have made a concentrated effort to be fair, even when you wanted to lose your temper, or wanted to get annoyed, or wanted to tell someone off, or something like that. You have made a concentrated effort to not do that at those moments. And you also have gotten really clear about how this is how you need to be treated in return. You will not settle for anything less than that. Anyone who has treated you unfairly, you have either cut them out of your life, or you have kept them at a certain distance where they're not allowed in too far, personally speaking, into your life, which is also great. It seems as if you know exactly how you should be treated and what you think is right. Because you have done all that, and because you are still doing that this month, it seems as if you're being given some kind of a miraculous gift. In Celtic lore, or in Irish lore, the wishing wells, sacred wells that you would go to get healing, wish for certain things at the well. It was considered that each sacred well in nature had a white lady who sometimes either appeared as a young woman or an old woman, who guarded the well and was the guardian of the sacred well. Sometimes this white lady, whether she was old or young, was an unseen force. Very rarely people would actually see her appear. And as I said, she's a little bit shapeshifty. But wells in general are feminine in nature, and people traditionally have gone to these sacred wells in order to receive healing, in order to wish for something that is very close to their heart. Usually people have left behind charms, scarves, love letters, tokens that meant a great deal to them at the well. And this is also true of the sacred trees in Celtic lore too, where you would hang your wish or your blessing on the tree itself. But what I'm feeling here is that that mask is actually the spirit of the well. Maybe you have wanted a wish to come true, or you have a wish that is very close to your heart, or you've been wanting more healing than you've already been doing, or you want to be healed instead of just healing. Healing still implies that there are wounds. When you're healed, the healing process is over, and now you can move on from the healing process. You're healed. What I'm getting is that because you have been so just, and because you have done right by your own internal ethics or moral standards on what you feel is right or wrong or just, you're being given a great gift by the wishing well. You may even actively seek this out, as in going to a particular place, or deliberately wishing for something, or seeking this healing, being healed, or having a wish come to you. You may have actually just stumbled upon it without even realizing what it is. Maybe she just went to the well because she was thirsty and she wasn't expecting the spirit of the well to appear to her. But it seems as if she has done something good, or she has a good heart, or she has a clear conscience, or a clear mind, or a clear soul, where the spirit of the well truly appreciates this about this woman and wants to give her some kind of a wish, or a wish come true, or some kind of a healing or a magical experience that will bless her along her way. When we meet people that wish others well, or that are good people that wish for the best for everyone or for the health of everything, obviously the spirit of the wishing well is going to favor that person and have appreciation that there are still people like this in the world. I'm sure at times the fairies get a little bit discouraged in humankind because of what we do to our environment a lot of the time. And so it's almost to them possibly like a rarity to come across someone who is so pure of heart that they want to give something to that person or that soul. So you're going through something in March where a wish will be granted, or you will be done with being healed, or you will have some kind of a return for all of your fair-minded, pure behavior in the past, if that makes any sense at all. This could be even a lot of times people used to go to the wishing wells in order to wish for healing for someone that they loved. If you had a child that was sick, and back then if you weren't sure that they were going to make it, you would go to the wishing well to wish for your child's healing, or something like that. It may be that you are wishing for something for someone else as well, and it looks as if because the wishing well spirit can tell you truly care, they are going to grant your wish. And it doesn't have to be that specific story. It just seems as if something amazing is happening, and it almost seems as if she's surprised, or she wasn't expecting it, or she's amazed. The universe may throw you something that is miraculous that you weren't expecting this month based off of your good behavior in the past. Your challenge. I'm sorry, this is so funny. Okay. It's the King of Pentacles with unexpected visitors. You know, look at this. This is either Alice from Alice in Wonderland showing up out of the blue in Wonderland, and the White Rabbit is just like, who the heck is this girl, and what is she going to do while she's here? Or it could be looked at as Goldilocks from the Three Bears, of she was most definitely an unexpected visitor for the Three Bears. It seems like your challenge is someone comes out of the blue that needs to stay with you, or someone's coming to visit you that you weren't expecting this, or you may have some unexpected energy coming into your business or your home or your personal business. This person or this unexpected visitor could be a very curious person that is not experienced with whatever it is that you've got going on. Or it could be someone that you literally just really weren't expecting. This is reminding me of old stories about when the royalty in England used to suddenly decide that they were going to trek across like a certain amount of miles to go someplace, and so they would show up at people of the court's houses expecting to be treated like royalty. It was a big deal back then. You had to get out your finest china, you had to get out your best food, you had to get out all the things that you'd been saving in order to give the Queen or the King of England or the royalty of England the best possible stay with you. But it's not exactly as if it was their choice. You know, all of a sudden the Queen decides that she's going to come visit, and you have to get out all your finest stuff, clean everything, get everything prepared in order to cater to their every need. And after they leave, you realize you haven't worked your regular job in like 2 weeks. All of a sudden you're completely out of ice cream. You know, all of your money is gone. something like that. Someone may come out of the blue where you have to play host or hostess, and it may end up being possibly a financial strain on you, or someone that you know needs a place to stay for a little bit while they get their feet on the ground, or they're relocating, or they're just passing through, but it seems as if it's throwing you for a loop with your normal routine of what you normally do. That situation aside, if I looked at this more in a broad way, I would say that concerning how you make money or what you've got already existing for yourself, your normal routines, the things that you rely on, your structure in your everyday life, how you run things, all of those things are temporarily being taken by surprise by some kind of unexpected energy, person, or event that comes out of nowhere that has to be where everything has to be adjusted. So this could be a blessing in disguise, or it could be a situation like Goldilocks where all of a sudden your chair's broken, your porridge is gone, and she jumps out the window. So either way, I'm getting more frustration and dark comedy from this than anything negative or bad, so to speak. It may throw you for a loop, though, where you just weren't expecting this. It could be that the unexpected visitor is the King of Pentacles. It may be because the King of Pentacles is so generous. It may be that you have unexpected visitors or an unexpected energy, but it ends up paying you back at the end. The King of Pentacles, if he was putting your nose out of joint a little bit by showing up out of the blue, I can totally see the King of Pentacles as handing you a bunch of money at the end, saying, hey, here you go, here's towards food, or doing your laundry, or whatever you need. I really appreciate your hospitality, blah, 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 blah. So it doesn't seem all that bad. If anything, this may be, like I said, some kind of a blessing in disguise. Even though it throws things off a little bit and was unexpected, it may end up being something that is magical. But it is a challenge to deal with this month. So, what is helping you? Is the Magician in with Heal the Ouch. What is helping you? You have been doing a lot of healing. And a lot of this healing has had to do with becoming more empowered than you've ever been before, or more aware of your own capacity to create things in your life or to make things happen. Or even a feeling of leadership or being able to speak up, being able to show who you are. You can make this healing happen, is what it's saying. All you have to do is wish for it. And you also have a very loyal dear friend or ally in your life, or partner, or lover, or whatever, some kind of a dear soul in your life who is really there for you. And not only are they helping you with how you hurt, but they're also helping to empower you greatly. It's almost like your own personal coach or your own personal fan. And this is making you feel stronger in yourself, more capable, and more sure of your own abilities. You can make this happen, healing this ouch. This is what's helping you. At your root, you have the Queen of Pentacles and home. That's a really nice home. It completely looks like the Queen of Pentacles would live there. Even the background blends right in with this home card. Lots of lush greenery and feelings of comfort. Inside of yourself, you're feeling really comfortable and safe and fruitful, abundant, creative. You may even be redecorating your home or bringing new beauty into your home, or more of a feeling of comfort into your home. If your fridge has been a little bare, it almost feels like you're nesting more recently, like you're buying more groceries, or you're cleaning up your house, or you're adding beautiful decorations to your walls, or you're making your home feel like a really welcome, warm, comforting place. And by improving your space, you actually feel more at ease. Anything in your home that hasn't been quite the way that you want it, it seems as if by bringing more beauty in, or even simply spending more time at home doing leisurely things like reading books or cooking food or taking naps, or getting creative in your home, is making you feel more secure in yourself, or helping you to organize things or make more sense out of your life in general. It just feels like you feel really at ease, comfortable, and good in your home these days, or your home is a healing place. You're relaxing a lot. You're taking care of your body better. Not that you didn't before, but I just see a lot of nurturing in this, self-nurturing. And one thing I noticed earlier in the Leo reading is that almost everyone's been getting the home card this month, which is really nice to see. In the home card, it's hard for you to see it, but there's a little sign near the door that says "Welcome Life." And there's birds, there's lanterns, there's a clock, there's fairies resting. There's a lot of action and things going on outside of the door of this home. But the "Welcome Life" sign really means a lot to me with this card. It's like you feel secure, safe, and comfortable enough to completely welcome life. And it's a good thing that you do, because you're about to have an unexpected visitor. It may even be that on some level you instinctually feel like something is coming, and so you've got to clean up, make your home a beautiful place, feel more comfortable where you're at. So if you do have unexpected visitors, not only will they feel better in your environment, but you feel ready, or you feel ready for visitors. And it's interesting. Okay, let's compare this. Your unexpected visitor is the King of Pentacles, and you at your core is the Queen of Pentacles. So this unexpected visitor, if you're single, this could be a partner that's coming in, an unexpected visitor that ends up being a partner or a dear friend or someone important in your life. If your significant other has been away on a trip, it seems as if they're coming back maybe earlier than you expected, or something. It seems as though the Queen of Pentacles would be rather happy about having her counterpart come to visit her, but something about it is unexpected. Maybe you didn't see this person coming. And take this as a metaphor too, not literally necessarily. It's not like, your future partner is going to show up on your doorstep, but they could. They could show up on your doorstep. Or they could be an unexpected visitor in some other way. You may meet them unexpectedly at work, or unexpectedly while you're gardening and they happen to be walking by with their dog and you start to talk, or something. That's one way of looking at it. And look, even these two go together. You have an unexpected visitor to your home. And so even though it's in the challenged position, in a way, it feels like a blessing in disguise, or a surprising, even though it's a little bit challenging, or it takes you to have to rearrange some things, or to make room for it, or to adjust even to the fact that it suddenly just showed up. This may be some kind of a wish that you have had, or some kind of unexpected blessing that the wishing well spirit decides. And it's like the wishing well spirit says, hey, unexpected visitor, you need to go visit this person's house. And they've got something in mind for you. So you'll definitely have to tell me how this plays out. In the past, what you're coming away from. Oh yeah, my daughter's going to come home before I'm ready or done. So what you're coming away from is what okay, you have the Fool and you have Dragon's Lair. And right now, at this moment, Dragon's Lair is making me think of protection. The dragons are very protective of their home. The dragons hoard their treasure in their home, and they don't like unexpected visitors. So dragons can be extremely protective. You know, I actually am a Chinese sign dragon, and so I'm familiar with dragon energy. I am one myself. It isn't always a big, bad, dangerous creature that's going to light you on fire. Sometimes that's the case, but a lot of times us dragons are just extremely protective, and especially of what we hold dear. And when we find people that we hold dear, or we hold ourselves dear, we're very protective of them or ourselves. So what you're coming away from is you've been about to leap into some kind of a brand new beginning in your life. And you have been spiritually protected and guided in this process. This process is completely new to you. You have never been through this process before. It seems as if you are going toward your dreams, or you have something amazing happening to you, but it's nothing that you've ever had happen to you like this before. And so it's almost like your guardian angel has been on overdrive recently, or you felt extremely protective of this process of yours of leaping into the unknown. You haven't been wanting to hear other people say, oh, that won't work out for you, or you're crazy for leaping into the unknown, blah, blah, blah. You've been extremely protective of this leap, and you won't hear any negative energy about this leap, because you really do feel you have been needing to do this or start this new beginning in your life. So this is where you've been. Your best possible outcome is rather intense. First, you have the Three of Swords, which can be heartbreak, pain, sadness, loss, grief. This doesn't have to be heartbreak caused by the ending of a relationship. This could be any kind of heartbreak or sadness or grief. It could be from someone you love passing away, or a job that you really wanted that you spent a lot of energy on suddenly falls through, or your health hasn't been that great, or whatever this happens to be. It's most definitely something that's caused you a great deal of sadness or even grief. And it could have to do with love or a relationship. There's so many different ways this could play out, or this could come from. But with it, first, you had Deep Freeze, which for me is extremely painful to see. I really feel the pain of this card, because I'm a Leo, and there's nothing more awful than a Leo that is frozen in the snow, because Leo rules, or lions are ruled by midsummer, the hottest time of the year. They are not built to be in the snow and the ice. They're creatures that live in very warm places. This is like the lion rules your heart, or your heart chakra, and a deep freeze of your own heart is not good. That I can feel this. I don't know what this is for you, but it's an awful feeling. It's like freezing to death, or having your heart freeze to death, or have your heart not be able to be expressed or warm or to shine. This is the time of the year that does not belong to Leo or the lion or the heart. There may have been something that you loved or that you cared about that you lost or was gone or was taken away, or I'm getting a feeling of tragedy from this. This could be someone that you love who has been ill, or something that you dearly loved has caused you so much sadness that it's almost like this lion died from heartbreak. It's like that feeling of heartbreak that almost makes you wonder if you're going to make it. This is obviously something that you loved extremely deeply, or somebody or something, or some part of your heart has felt frozen and you weren't sure if it would ever come back. It's almost like the lion has given up. With this, you can see how both of these have to do with the heart. She's holding the red rose up to her heart chakra, and a lion does rule the heart chakra, or the hottest time of the year. I feel as if your vitality has suffered, your health has suffered from this sadness. But this is your other clarifier. This I see as being your best possible outcome here. You have the rescue card. And we can look at this in a number of different ways. We could say that someone actually comes to your aid, or someone comes to your rescue. Someone cares enough about whether or not your heart is shutting down that they're willing to go to the ends of the earth to go and help you, or bring you back to life, or be there for you in that process. This can be you rescuing yourself, where you decide to get yourself out of it. This can be some miraculous event, or some miraculous thing that happens that pulls you out of it, or heals you, or takes you out of that deep freeze. This can be mutual aid too. This could be you going to someone else's aid who has been through some kind of a moment like that. But either way, I see you as getting out of it miraculously when perhaps you weren't sure if you ever would, or if anyone would ever come, or if anyone would ever come back. I don't know. But this looks miraculous to me. Maybe this is that unexpected visitor. You're alone on your floating island. You know, I mean, if someone was going to be trapped on an island, at least this is a pretty nice island. She's got a waterfall, she has trees, she has a little chimney with smoke coming out. It looks like she's got a little fire going on in there. It doesn't look to me like there's that much food. But, I mean, she could be locked up in a prison. She could be locked up in the dragon's lair. There's a lot of places that she could be stuck. At least she's stuck there. Maybe she's stuck in a place of healing. Maybe this healing is taking too long, or this retreat is taking too long, or this change is taking too long. But it seems as if some kind of an unexpected event, or unexpected visitor, or unexpected person comes out of nowhere to get you out of there, where that time is over with. You will no longer go back there again, unless you want to, but I don't think you would ever want to go back here. So something miraculous is coming to pull you out of something, or to save you from your heart freezing to death. So that's your best possible outcome, or for you to save yourself too. Or for you to save yourself and someone else to come to your aid. You right now are the Seven of Swords and Metamorphosis. you are metamorphosizing right now in a very amazing, good way. And it looks like some of that has to do with clenching things to yourself, or feeling shy, or not being able, feeling as though you're not able to open up or to share what you're going through with other people. I'm looking at the Seven of Swords while I'm talking right now. The Seven of Swords doesn't have to be a thief. It doesn't have to be someone who's a liar or sneaky or blah, 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 blah. It can simply be someone who holds things close to their chest, or they're afraid to open up, or they're afraid to show someone else their pain or what they're going through, or even to be able to speak about those things, or show those things to other people. And it may be that part of this deep freeze or this Three of Swords situation has to do with you not being able, feeling as though you can't show all of yourself to people. It may be you're afraid of rejection, or you're afraid of being judged, or you're afraid of being misunderstood, or you simply just don't know how to be that raw or that vulnerable in front of other people. And this could also be plans that you have too. It may be that something about this metamorphosis involves you changing things around in your life. And for now, you're holding those ideas or those plans to yourself until you're absolutely certain that they're happening, and then you let them out. But I'm getting more of the first story. But that is dramatically changing now. You are, look at how open these flamingos are. It's really cool. These flamingos have butterfly wings, and there's two of them forming a heart, and they're linked, and there's lots and lots of cocoon. There's a butterfly coming out of a cocoon, and there's flowers. This is an amazing metamorphosis right here, and it may have something to do with love, or your heart, or being able to express yourself. When you have your wings wide open like that, and you feel supported enough in your environment to be able to truly let go and just soar or fly or be able to transform like that, it seems as if you feel safe to do so, or you're ready to do so. It's a dramatic shift here from going to the Seven of Swords, who is clenched up tight and looking back as if in paranoia or fear or caution, to the openness of this metamorphosis card. So right now you are changing dramatically, and you're opening yourself up. Your heart is opening up, and you're realizing that you can trust, or you can show who you are, or you will be accepted if you do that. You will be understood. If anything, I have a feeling that there are a lot of souls around you that would just feel so ecstatic when they see you do this. And if you, for some reason, have been holding something to yourself, especially if it has to do with a metamorphosis you want to go through, it will happen. I'll be right back. Okay. Yeah, I think I covered it. Well, yeah, this is in the position of you. So this isn't necessarily anyone else who's the Seven of Swords here. Hopefully this has resonated for you. So in your surroundings or in your environment, you have the Chariot and with strength. I really like this version of strength here. It's a dancer holding the earth and has a leg and a arm extended. That takes a lot of strength and flexibility and balance in order to do that. You feel very strongly about where you're going. You definitely have goals concerning your surroundings. You may even be traveling in your surroundings. It could even be that for someone you have recently done repairs on your car or your vehicle, and now your vehicle is running a lot better than it used to, and it seems as if you're probably not going to be having any more problems with your car, which is really good to do this before Mercury goes retrograde. That aside, in your surroundings, you seem really strong and you know where you're going, or you have a sense of purpose. You may even be possibly leading something or doing something about the environment. You may be getting into volunteer work or activism or doing something meaningful for your environment. Because she's holding the earth here, it's making me think of activism or doing seemingly almost impossible things in order to make the environment healthier and in order for things to move forward. You may even meet allies or have a particular ally in your life who is an extremely strong person, who's in the same boat as you or has the same goals as you, where you're able to work together or they strengthen you. And it can be you have a sense of purpose, you have a clear head, and you're able to achieve things now that perhaps you weren't aware you had these abilities before. You may be becoming more aware of abilities you have that you were not aware of before. You're capable of doing a lot more now than you thought you would ever be able to do. Pretty amazing. So, your hope. Is the Six of Swords, and with encouragement. So your hope is that you will continue to feel encouraged by yourself, by your guides, by your friends, by your family, to sail forward onto much more peaceful waters, or even a new location. Your hope may be to go someplace, or to encourage someone else to move forward, or to heal, or to feel empowered enough to be able to move forward in their life. This can be your hope is to be encouraged by others. You want encouraging, positive, caring people around you to encourage you and back you up with this whole healing, moving forward, going someplace. To encourage your children, if you have children, that they can overcome any issues that they face, or that they can find a resolution in conflict. Possibly even hoping that you can feel encouraged enough to find inner peace, mental peace, moving on from conflict. Your general outcome is pretty powerful, really. You have a second strength card. That's the only repeat you have in here. You are very strong as your general outcome. You know exactly what you're doing. You know exactly who you are. You feel strong, capable, full of passion, fully alive. Your heart is alive. You know how to lead in the best possible way. You just feel really passionate and strong, yet gentle with yourself and in your life in general. Other people may even go to you because of this strength that you carry, for encouragement or backup, or you may even take the lead on some kind of a situation. People look up to you. People respect you. You respect people and yourself. It just looks really good. With that, you have coming to life. This is a statue that's coming to life. A statue that once was stone. You're coming alive. This is reminding me of in your best possible outcome, you had the deep freeze with the lion. He seems like he's either in a deep freeze where he will come back to life after he gets out of the deep freeze, but it's almost a feeling of like it's almost death. Not death completely, but almost death. Your lion comes back to life in living color. Your heart comes back to life as your general outcome. And a lot of this had to do with this unexpected visitor or this rescue where something comes where you feel completely relieved and like some kind of a miracle has happened, or something, you have been given some kind of a tangible sign that makes you feel it's safe to come back to life again, where you will no longer be locked up in a deep freeze or with the Three of Swords with heartbreak. You feel completely vital, alive, passionate, full of energy, and able to manifest. And with this, you have come together. This may very well have to do with love. Feeling love, your heart is fully alive and it feels very reciprocal here. It feels like you're no longer alone. First you come back, well, let's put it this way. First you get rescued, or someone comes who cares. This makes you come back to life. And then the two of you come together, the person in the hot air balloon and you. This can be all kinds of partnerships, though. This doesn't necessarily have to be love, as in a romantic relationship. This can be you feel supported. There is lots of love around you because your heart is coming alive and you're no longer clenched up. Other people sense this and you're able to receive the love that they radiate on you, and you're able to radiate the love back. And because of this, this strengthens everything. So hopefully that helped or made sense. I wish you all the best. Many blessings to you. And pretty soon I'll be coming out with your love readings for the month. And in the middle of the month, I'll do random messages from the universe. So, okay, see you soon. Bye. You know what? I just realized that I skipped over 2 cards. I don't know how that happened. Hopefully you're still here and you haven't left me. But just in case you are still here, this was in your near future. I forgot to show you your near future. So, in the near future, what you're coming up to is you're becoming extremely empowered. You are taking some kind of a lead on something. I'm looking at the Queen of Wands here. And it's in with details. There's a lot of details going on in the details card. There is a magnifying glass that has a little mouse with a party hat on top of it, and it's showing some words. And they're upside down on here, but they say clarity, important notes. Pay attention. Coming up, there are some little details you should be paying attention to. Pay attention to the fine print. Pay attention to the little things. If you're going to be choosing to take some kind of a leadership role, or if you're dealing with someone who is like the Queen of Wands, pay attention to the details. This doesn't have to be a bad thing. The universe is giving you signals, or you may need to go over the fine print on something before you submit it, or before you bring it to somebody who is like the Queen of Wands. If you're doing any kind of written agreements or forms or any kind of contracts, especially in involving somebody like the Queen of Wands, who's very much a go-getter, very assertive, very bold, someone who possibly wants to take some kind of a risk with you, or you're considering taking some kind of a risk with this. Make sure that you look things over a few times before you fully submit them. That way there's a less likelihood of things going wrong in the future with this, or for misunderstandings. I'm mainly saying this because Mercury is retrograde this month, and if you're about to start, if this Queen of Wands is you, this is you not in your own element. You're an earth sign. You are not a fire sign. This is some kind of a position or something that you're doing where it's kind of outside of your element. And this can be extremely exciting and prove to you some gifts or abilities that you have that you want to exercise more, or that you didn't realize you had, which is amazing. But you need to pay attention to the details concerning this. So, if you're asserting yourself, you know what I got. For some of you, you may be coming up with something, or there may be something coming up in the future where you see other people around you trying to take care of the details, and they just are not built for it. They're more of the leaders, or the ones that run around talking with people or doing things. They're not necessarily the ones that have the patience to sit down and really look at all of the details and put things together. But you have a gift for this. Most of the time, you guys have a very good gift for this. So it may just be that in the near future you get impatient and you say, for God's sake, put that down, just let me do it. I'm built for this. Why are you trying to handle this stuff? You guys aren't doing even the greatest of job with this. So just let me take over. Let me take over the details. I'll take care of them. Things will run a lot better if you just hand them over to me. And if they do that, if they hand things over to you and you take it over, you're going to be recognized for your gifts and your abilities with these details, where they realize you're a valuable asset and they need you to be the one to take care of these things that they were not able to completely do it before. So, okay, there we go. Hopefully you're still here and you caught that, and I will see you soon.